Today I'm making butter chicken. So I have some chicken thighs and I've marinated it with some paprika powder, some actually red chili powder, and turmeric powder, and some salt. So you can see this is actually been marinated. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fry it in oil, and I'm going to make a butter chicken today. In a pan, I'm heating a pan. In a pan, I'm going to add some olive oil. Just not too much, just to heat it up and just so. This is a non-stick pan, and you can see it is very clean, so it's not poured or anything like that. So I'm going to let it boil, and I'm going to add the chicken to it. I think I just added it a little bit too early. Yeah, there you go. I'm gonna let it cook. Most of the time we use without the bones, but somehow today I want to try it with bones and see. Here people like everything, and there's a lot of stock with the bones too. So I want to use that stock which is coming out from the bones and cook it, and I'm going to use it like that. After frying this, I'm going to cut the chicken into small pieces. So let's see how it is going to be. The chicken is actually brown. So you can see both sides are done now. So the chicken is cooked. And I'm going to take this out to a plate and let it cool down. You can use drumsticks or chicken thighs, or any meat. You can use it, but depending on what you want to use. Some people like bones in there, some people don't like bones. Okay, to this pan I'm going to add some onions. I'm going to use the same oil. I'm going to saute that one. So I let it saute for some time. Okay, so now you can see already the onions are actually sauteed. So in that I'm going to add, so I have onions, garlic, and ginger too, and some tomatoes I need now. So I'm going to add some washed tomatoes. I'm going to add a cup of cashews, and I'm going to quickly saute that. To that I'm going to add some turmeric powder, quarter teaspoon, paprika powder, half a teaspoon. I'm going to add some fenugreek leaves. So this gives a little bit of flavor to the butter chicken, so I'm just going to add it. And some garam masala. So half a spoon of garam masala. This is freshly ground, so I make most of my powders in the kitchen itself, if I can. So now this is actually being sorted well, and I have to blend this all in a NutriBullet or to make it into a paste. So before that, I'm going to add some water and cook it. I'm going to close this and cook it down. Okay, so now this has cooked down. So I'm going to turn this off and I'm going to blend this in a NutriBullet blender. Meanwhile, I have already cut the chicken into pieces. So it's already in smaller pieces, you can see. And I'm going to blend this, add it to it in a minute. I already blended it in a NutriBullet blender. You can see how smooth and creamy. And you're going to heat it up again. I'm going to rinse it and add the rest of it too. So as I showed you the chickens which I've already cut from the bones, and I'm going to add this now to the sauce. You can do it either ways too. You can either cut it before and cook it, or you can do it before that. We cook for a few minutes. I'm going to check the salt and the spice. Some people like it a little bit more spicy. Here everybody is medium spicy here, so I'm going to taste it. Yeah, there's enough salt. Let it boil for a few minutes. If anybody wants more spices, you can add some pepper too, or they can add a little bit more salt. Some salt. And a little bit more pepper. Butter chicken is almost done. For the garnishing, I use two things. One is the fenugreek powder and a few strands of saffron. So for seasoning, I'm going to use this fenugreek powder, and I have some saffron. I use a few strands of saffron so that it gives that aroma to the curry. Those who don't have it, don't worry, you can make it without it. And this is the final product. Butter chicken ready.